Von Christi bis kennen, ihr sollt sehen die Szenen in a heißer Sommernacht. Vom Brumstreet und Hecher, bei Nacht auf die Dächer, es lebt sich, es reut sich a Pracht. Man tanzt und man kuscht sich, man schwitzt und man wischt sich, man trinkt Sodawasser, a Sach. Für Boys und Mäden ist a wahrer Ganeden, Sommer bei Nacht auf a Dach. Sommer bei Nacht auf die Dächer, das ist a goldene Zeit. Man läuft von dir umkehrt die Lächer, man wird wie von Prisen befreit. Alles kommt nicht kein Police-Leid, dort mag man tun jede Sach. Ihr könnt schön's nicht gesehen, ob ihr seid nicht gewähnt, Sommer bei Nacht auf dem Dach. Dort dahin kommen nicht kein Police-Leid, dort mag man tun jede Sach. Ihr könnt schön's nicht gesehen, ob ihr seid nicht gewähnt, Sommer bei Nacht auf dem Dach. Kaum sich dir Kalles mit allerlei Meiles, dann sollt ihr nicht trachten, Gossach. Fragt nicht kein Eizes, nehmt der Fies auf die Plätzes und marscht bald auf der Dach. Ihr werdet schon der Tappen am Meut wie a Lappen, kleppen wird sie schon zeneich. Sie lässt sich a Chaptin, a Kisch und a Glättin, Sommer bei Nacht auf a Dach. Sommer bei Nacht auf die Dächer, das ist a goldene Zeit. Man läuft von dir umkehrt die Lächer, man wird wie von Twisse befreit. Dort kommen nicht kein Police-Leid, dort mag man tun jede Sach. Ihr könnt schön's nicht gesehen, ob ihr seid nicht gewähnt, Sommer bei Nacht auf a Dach.
Okay, let's start reading it. Dave, will you start the English, please?
Yes, go ahead.
Hold on. Some of you may remember a time when apartment dwellers used to sit or sleep on their fire escapes. I can tell you my own personal experience.
We all slept on the fire escape.
We all, and this was in Brooklyn, and we all slept on the fire escape.
Yeah.
Or roof in the summer to get away from the crowded and unair conditioned home. Or you may be young enough to remember the Drifters singing up on the roof in 1967. If not, be aware that this was and maybe still is an honored transition going back to the era of the tenements. Zuma by Nacht, auf the Dechen, summer nights, and on the roofs was a popular song in those golden years of the tenements.
Okay.
I can tell you from personal experience I spend a lot of time on the
Roof.
On the roofs?
On the roof.
on the roof.
Yeah. And on the fire escape, my mother used to make me a bed.
On the fire escape?
On my little fakakta fire escape, a bed with blankets and a pillow, and I would sleep there overnight. I played on the fire escape, nothing to turn around. But you had to
Okay.
get out of the house, it was so hot. Boy.
Okay, thank you,
Anyway,
Dave.
Anyway.
Thank you. Yeah, Isabel, yes.
I
Well,
second what Beverly said. I used to sleep on a fire escape as well.
Yeah, okay, so come on, continue reading. Isabel, go on, read.
There's nothing there. Oh, you want the English?
Yes,
Zalman
yes.
Mlotek, the son of the singers and musicologists Chana and Yossel Mlotek. By the way, I got a lot of material from Chana. Directs the National Yiddish Theater Volksbühne, and he offers weekly living room concerts online in which he plays the piano in his living room and sings Yiddish songs, some of them well-known, others lost to oblivion.
There's a song Up on
Yeah.
the Roof is gewend 62, niet 67.
I stand corrected.
Okay. Okay, Isabel, go on, continue.
There were many versions of Zummer bei Nacht auf die Dächer. The music is out of a popular American song of the time on a good old trolley ride. YouTube has a recording by Frank Zeiden from 1905. Eleanor Reisa made a recording that is for sale on the internet. Here, Zalman Mlotek sings a version by Louis Gilrod. Gilrod worked with others to adapt Tin Pan Alley songs into Yiddish. He also collaborated with Joseph Rumshinsky on the smash hit Yiddish musical, Die Goldene Kala, The Golden Bride, at the Second Avenue Theater in 1923. The Volksbühne revived Die Goldene Kala a few years ago.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I saw it on the
Yeah.
Volksbühne. Yeah, it was really fun. Okay. Continue, Isabel.
Note that Christie, Broom, and Cannon, mentioned in the first two lines, were streets on the Lower East Side. As in other songs from this period that we have listened to, there are a number of Yiddish words in the song. How many can you spot?
Okay, we will do the competition after we read it, okay? So count the words that you can spot. Okay, Steve, start reading the Yiddish, please.
Von Christi bis Kanan, ihr sollt sein der Zweinen in a heiße Sommernacht vom Brum Street und Hecher bei Nacht auf der Dächer. Es lebt sich, es röscht sich Pracht. Man tanzt und man kuscht sich, man schwitzt und man wischt sich, man trinkt Sodawasser a Sach Boys. Entschuldig. Boys und Mädel is a Warter gan Eden Sommer bei Nacht auf a Dach.
Okay, no.
Okay, so from Christie until Canon, you should see the I don't know what the
Scenes.
The
You should see what
scenes
goes on.
the scenes in a hot summer night from Broom Street and Hecher was is zeggen?
Up.
Means higher up.
Oh,
Higher up in
from
Manhattan.
Rootstein higher. By Nacht, by night, oif the roofs. We love it.
Oh, es lebt sich means it's lively.
Oh, it's lively. I see. Okay. I don't know what es rusht sich.
It's rasht sich. It's noisy.
Oh, it's noisy. Okay. A pracht.
Apach. It's a pleasure.
Oh, okay. Men dance and men kiss together. People kiss together.
Kiss each other, right?
Right. They sweat and they wish.
They
Is it
wipe
wish?
themselves.
Oh, wipe themselves. Oh, wish. Okay.
Wish.
They drink soda water a lot. It turns out soda water is not good if you're thirsty, if you're dehydrated. For boys and girls is a varer.
It should be a varemer.
Vare is a real,
Real.
It's a real
paradise.
it's a real paradise. Summer by night on the roofs.
Good.
Yeah. Okay.
Fortunately, I stopped chewing gum before I übergesetzt.
Okay.
Lead.
Good.
Naronsky, please, can you continue? But unmute yourself, yeah.
Zomer bij nacht auf die Dächer, das ist a goldene Zeit. Man läuft und von die Rumkes, die Lecher, man wird wie von Prisen befreit. Ahein kommen nicht kein
Police light.
Wie?
Police light.
Oh, police. Police light. Oh, police light. Dort
Meg.
Das macht mein Ton jede Sache. Okay. Summer by night on the roofs. This is a golden time, a wonderful time. We're dashing out of our rooms. The ladders. Oh, we're freed from our prisons.
Right. Die Lecher means like those holes. The rooms are so small, like holes in the wall. Die Lecher.
A lecher, yeah. Wie sagt man ladder?
A ladder is a leiter.
Leiter, okay.
Right. These are the rooms are so small. Die
Yeah, lecher is a hole.
Rumkes. Die Lecher.
Yeah. Kommt nicht kein. There are no policemen that come around. Dort, ich weiß nicht, was ist das Wort? Mag?
Meg, you're allowed to do.
Okay. And this make mine, we're allowed to do anything we want.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Good.
Maurice, you want to add anything?
No, that's good.
No?
That's fine.
Okay, so let's continue. Brenda, can you read the next one?
Das ist das.
Okay.
Wo ist, hat? No.
Yes, yes.
Oh, hat kein Scheinst nicht gesehen, ob seid, nicht gewinn Summe bei Nacht auf den Dach. Kaum sicher wer
Inkommen,
was?
Inkommen nicht. We see on the,
Oh, kommen.
here.
Oh, I'm reading from my,
Yeah, but it's not the same.
okay, I'll read up here. Hat kein Scheins nicht gesehen, ob seid nicht gewähnt, Summe bei Nacht auf ein Dach. Hinkommen nicht kein Polizleit. Dort mag man ton jede Sach. Hat kein Scheins nicht gesehen, ob seid nicht gewinn Summe bei Nacht auf ein Dach. Okay, so let me see. Wait a minute. So hat nothing. You haven't seen anything as beautiful if you haven't been to see summer up on the roof.
Good.
There comes no policemen come, and up there you can do whatever you want to do.
Good.
And it repeats the same thing again.
That's right.
Okay. Thank you, Brenda.
You're welcome.
Was meint das Police Light? Mein Tat hat gesagt Police Light, aber ich verstehe nicht die Light. Was meint
Light is people.
People.
You can have policemen, police light is plural.
Mention.
Police people.
Okay.
I mean, there is a word polizeiant, but he's using the English word police with light, police light.
Okay, Zuli gone.
Einsuch, wird nicht alles mit allerlei Meloch.
Malice.
Maler. Da sollt ihr nicht trachten, kein Sof. Fragt nicht kein Eize. Nehmt die Füße auf die Plätze und marsch bald raus vom Dach. Kois suchen. I don't know what kois suchen.
If
To-
you've
to-
just, it's
To
you
find it.
you barely started looking for a girlfriend, for
Oh.
any girlfriend.
It's kaim, not, it's not a samach, it's a mem.
Coin.
Oh, I said try to find a girl, a
Right.
bride. Mit,
Well, here, I don't
Ale-
think he's talking about a bride here. I think he just means a girlfriend.
yeah, mit alle, mit all the nice things, a lot.
Uh-huh.
Da sollt nicht ihr dachten, you cannot think about, you shouldn't think at an end, it will end.
No, sach means you don't have to think too much about it.
Oh, you don't have to think too much about it. You ask nicht kein advice. Nehmt die Füße, put your feet on your back and start walking about and get out of the dach of the roof.
The roof.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. Maurice, anything to add?
No, just the expression empty feast of the places means move it, run,
Mhm.
Oh,
put your
that's
feet
it.
on your back, but it just means run fast, don't
Oh.
wait.
And march.
It's
I
a
just-
funny expression.
I want to add that this expression was translated to Hebrew at the time when I was a child.
Really?
To use that. Yeah, it was
Ah.
some people, קח את הרגליים על הכתפיים.
על הכתפיים, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot was translated from Yiddish, if
Yeah.
not from Arabic, then from Yiddish, so yeah.
Well, many languages, I mean,
Yeah.
Russian expressions, there are all kinds,
Yeah. Barbara,
Yeah, so Maurice, could you please, that first line, I'm having really trouble getting that integrated into my head.
Sure.
Could you,
It's so short.
coin,
Yeah, so Verkalis means any girl, any girlfriend. So
okay,
komm such dir, you barely started looking for any girl with all her charms.
okay,
In other words, you don't have to spend a long time. Komm such
okay.
dir. As soon as you started looking, if you're on the roof, you'll find someone.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
okay. Okay, Alvin?
Ja. Entschuldigung, ich bin krank sein mit Covid.
Why?
Yes, ich bin im Ganzen gesund. Gott sei Dank.
Okay.
Ihr wird schon der Toppen Moid wie Lappen Kleppen Bessie Schein zum Eich. Sie lässt sich Kopf tun. Akush und Glätt tun Summe bei Nacht auf Adach. You'll soon touch a girl. No, I don't know. I don't know how to make sense of the sentence. Yeah, I need help.
Yeah, I don't know. This via Lappen, I really don't know what that means. I mean, Lappen is to grab, to catch someone, but this looks like a noun and I don't really get it. I couldn't find it.
Anyone has an idea what it means? Rafael?
Well, maybe. You can always turn a verb into a noun. And so like a grab, and der Tappen is to reach or to find. So you'll soon find a girl like a grab. That doesn't really make a lot of sense in any language.
No.
Okay, ich habe reingekickt in Zanis Wörterbuch und sucht, also Lappe, ich habe das sagen auf Ivrit, was so ist geschrieben, ich habe das übersetzen, Yad Gasa, Regel shel Chaya. Das heißt, du schickst eine Hand in eine grobe Weg zu einem Mädel, sie geben dir einen Klapp, klappen wir sie schon zu euch.
Yeah, another translation of Lappen, or one that I've used, is a potholder, like that mitt, so like a grobe hand. So I think it implies that he's being fresh.
Oh, die weiß was, איפה שלך getroffen, sie geschrieben du Lappen, der Dash, ברצועות סוס בצד העיניים. Das heißt, wie ein Blinder.
A lappen is like a paw of an animal's paw, a big hand.
No. Here it says lappen, dash. Das heißt, mir leicht das mit Sach auf der Pferd. Soll sehen gleich sein Weg. Das macht ihm ein bisschen blind zu den Seiten.
Aber ich weiß, meine Mama hat das genutzt, also wie Susan sagt. A paw for animal.
Ja, das ist die erste Sache, die ich gesagt. Ja, aber das ist eine Lappe, das ist die Sache. Als Lapes, du ist geschrieben Lappen. Und Lappen ist du geschrieben. So, ich meine, öfter als die Geist tappen hier wie ein Lappen, das heißt, oder mit einer groben Hand, oder wie ein bisschen blinder, die heißt nicht, was die macht, öfter, was ist Nacht euch, ich weiß nicht. Vielleicht wird sie schon zu alt, das heißt, sie ist...
I think he's just being fresh, you know?
Maybe, yeah. Rafael, yeah?
Yeah, according to Naborsky's dictionary, lappen can be lapene, which is a dish rag or a pot holder. But a lop can also be an earlobe or a horse's blinder or an eyelid, all sorts of meanings. But here, I bet it actually comes from the verb to grab, but it's uncertain.
Okay, thank you, Rafael. Brenda?
On the translation, when he sang the song, because I wrote down what they wrote there, it was there you'll find a gal built like a mermaid.
Oh,
that's what that's what the bottom of Melodics words said.
That's weird.
Why would you want a girlfriend built like a mermaid?
Yeah, but that's what the translation from the song said.
Okay.
That's a weird one.
Yeah,
All
but in
right.
the next line, I've lost the words on the screen, but in the next line, it sounds like she smacks him or slaps him away.
Yeah, okay, all of us lost the words on the screen. Michael, what happened?
Hey there. There you go.
Oh. Okay. Okay, Alvin, so continue.
Well, first of all, ich bin sehr zufrieden that I'm not the only one who didn't know the last stanza. Summe bei Nacht auf der Dache.
No, it's a different page.
We have the previous one on the previous. Here, that's it. Klappen wird sie schon.
Wir scheuen der Toppen am Moid via Lappen. Kleppen, was sie scheuen zu euch, sie lässt sich a Chapton, a Kusch und a Gletton, Summe bei Nacht auf a Dach. So he soon can reach out, can touch a woman, a girl, via Lappen. Klappen, Klappen means hit, like, I don't get that.
Well, this is actually Kleppen, which is
to nicht klappen, das ist klappen. Klappen ist kleben sich.
It's to stick. She'll stick to you soon.
Clinging to you.
She'll stick to you soon.
Like
And I don't know why there's
okay,
a final...
one, only one.
Yeah.
Only one. Maurice.
I started saying that klappen is to kleben sich.
Yes,
Kleben sich.
yes.
Yeah.
She'll stick to you.
She'll stick to
quickly.
You.
And I don't know why there's a final nun after soon. I don't know if that's my mistake or a typo. I don't know what that is. It should be tza'ich. Anyway.
Sie lässt sich a Chapton. She lets him touch her. Catch her. Yeah. A kush und a gletton, a kiss and
caress.
Correct. A what?
Caress.
A kiss and doing a kiss and a caress. Summer by night. Summer at night on a roof.
Okay. Thank you, Alvin. Yes, I see Brenda and Rafael. Brenda, yeah.
I already answered, but I looked up the word potholder, and in Benfield, I believe, a potholder is der Handhitter. The Handhitter, and that's just what potholder means. Okay.
Okay.
This is alles.
Okay, Rafael, yes.
The nun on sun, I can explain. This is in Southern dialect, and you'll notice that Mlatek actually sang more or less using a Southern dialect. In Southern dialect, when you have tsu, and the next word begins with a vowel, they tend to separate them with a nun.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. Next one. Okay, Vera, can you read it, Vera?
Okay. Ready? Yeah.
Yes.
Zomer by Nacht auf die Dächer, das ist a goldene Zeit. Man läuft von die Rumkes, die Lecher, man wird wie von, okay, it's a Hebrew word, tefisa.
Tefisa, yeah.
Befreit. Ahin kommen nicht kein Policelat, Dort make men tun jede Sach. Hat kein Scheins nicht gesehen, ob ihr seid nicht gewesen Sommer bei Nacht auf a Dach. Summer at night on the roofs. That is a wonderful time. One runs from the rooms, the holes. We become the from I don't know what the tefisa is.
Prison.
Prison. Freed from prison. There don't come any policemen. There one can do everything. Hat kein Scheins nicht gesehen, ob ihr seid nicht gewesen. You haven't seen anything so lovely if you haven't been summer at night on the roofs.
Good, very good.
Thank you, good.
Very good.
Okay, and oh, Michael, I want this one. I am ready to sleep on this sofa on this roof.
This is very much like it was in the golden days.
Yeah.
This is what the roofs looked like in the golden days.
Hanky panky, hanky panky.
Beverly, that's where you slept, Beverly.
No, I slept on the fire escape. But I have are we finished? I have a funny story about a roof party.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
Just a moment.
No rush, no rush.
Rafael and then, yeah. Rafael?
I just wanted to point out that Yiddish has lots and lots of words that mean prison. It's amazing how many words Yiddish has for prison. And I've just been looking it up in my dictionary here. So there's, for example, Bastilia, of course, the Bastille. There's, hold on, Kalamajnia, that's in thieves language. There's koza, which comes from the Polish, and that's why Chagadia becomes prison, because koza also means goat in Polish. There's Kuchiment, Pavyak, prison for political prisoners. And then, of course, there's Tfisa and Turma, which is the more common word. So lots of words for prison. Why should Yiddish have so many words for prison? I don't know.
Yeah, that's, that's something to do a dissertation on.
Because that's where they were going to threaten to put the kids when they misbehave. So they had to come up with a lot of words.
Pavyak was the name of a real prison.
Yeah. Okay, Beverly, tell us your story, Beverly.
Well, when even a few years ago, the kids used to have parties on the roof, and my daughter lived in the city. She was having a party on the roof, and she had a terrible neighbor. And one of her friends on the roof said he had to go to the bathroom. So she says, "Okay, go down." And my door is unlocked. Well, there was a door that was open, and the guy went in there into that bathroom, and in came the neighbor who had gone to throw the garbage away. And she walked in on the kid, which she was screaming, so to going to the bathroom in her house. But they did have parties on the roof not many years ago, probably today too, because it's cool.
Sure.
It was so funny.
And romantic.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of apartment buildings now have roof decks that are outdoor spaces that are common
They did,
spaces.
yeah. They did. They had a roof deck, sure.
Well, probably not so many in Houston, because here you'll
broil.
Yes. Okay, Michael, let's listen to it once again.
Von Christi bis kennen, ihr sollt sein die Szennen in a heißer Sommernacht. Vom Brumstreet und Hecher, bei Nacht auf die Dächer, es lebt sich, es reut sich a Pracht. Man tanzt und man kuscht sich, man schwitzt und man wischt sich, man trinkt Sodawasser, a Sach. Für Boys und Mäden ist a wahrer Ganeden, Sommer bei Nacht auf a Dach. Sommer bei Nacht auf die Dächer, das ist a goldene Zeit. Wenn läuft von dir umkehrst die Lächer, wenn wird wie von Prison befreit. Alles kommt nicht kein Police Light. Dort mag mit ton jede Sach. Ihr kann scheins nicht gesehen, ob ihr seid nicht gewähnt. Sommer bei Nacht auf dem Dach. Dort dahin kommen nicht kein Police Light. Dort mag man ton jede Sach. Ihr könnt scheins nicht gesehen, ob ihr seid nicht gewähnt. Sommer bei Nacht auf dem Dach. Kaum sich dir Kalles mit allerlei Meiles, dann sollt ihr nicht trachten, Gossach. Fragt nicht kein Eizes, nehmt die Fies auf die Plätzes und marscht bald auf der Dach. Ihr werdet schon der Tappen am Meut wie a Lappen, kleppen wird sie schon zu euch. Sie lässt sich a Chaptin, a Kisch und a Glättin, Sommer bei Nacht auf a Dach. Sommer bei Nacht auf die Dächer, das ist a goldene Zeit. Wenn läuft von dir Rumkes die Lächer, wenn wird wie von Twisse befreit. Dort kommen nicht kein Police Light. Dort mag man ton jede Sach. Ihr könnt scheins nicht gesehen, ob ihr seid nicht gewähnt. Sommer bei Nacht auf a Dach.
Bravo. Okay, I see the two people raise their hand. Zuli? But unmute first, yes.
In Argentina, genitzt the Dach, als me gab the clothes to dry. We just put the clothes to dry on the Dach. And was sich gelegt in the balconies and schlufen.
Okay, thank you. Rafael, yeah?
Just two things. One is I didn't hear the word ver, which confused me. Sucht ihr, there's no ver as far as I could hear. Sucht ihr a Mädel, and that, or Kala, that made better sense to me without the ver. And also, it might not be Lappen. It might be Laben mit a base. And that would mean like a loaf of bread. And that's at least a noun.
Yeah, but how does it connect here?
Well, it's a mermaid. I don't know. It's a
Okay. Okay, Arlene?
Yes, so I just wanted to comment on Pawiak prison. You know, I was twice in Poland. My dad was born in Poland, and I went there with him. And the last time we were there, we went to Warsaw, and we had toured Pawiak prison, but I'd also contacted the Jewish Historical Institute. And after we were in the prison visiting there and touring, I found out, we found records that my two great uncles had been imprisoned there and then sent to concentration camps. So when you mentioned the prison, the name of it, it was very, brought up a lot of memories for me.
Okay. Thank you, Arlene. Michael?
So when I was looking at Lappen on the online Yiddish dictionary, it said also to see Lappene, which is a rag.
Okay.
Possibly a different pronunciation.
Maybe it's to wipe the mermaid from the water.
I'm going to have to write to Zalman and ask him why he felt the translation was a mermaid.
We don't know. Okay, Rochale.
Ich habe nur gewollt Sie sagen, als es ist interessant zu klären, als du verschiedene Zichroines und verschiedene Gruppes, jeden in der niedrige Mizrachseite gedenkende Dach dorten, in Sidu Asach muss es geschrieben, für ein Beispiel von jeden von Irak, wo es euch dort nicht sehr heiß ist, sie haben auch verschiedene Meises und Leben, was passiert auf dem Dach. Ich habe noch gewollt Sie bringen, zu der Mann, dass sie gewähnt noch solche Situationen, wo sie ist reingegangen in die Kultur von den Menschen in seine Zichroines.
Auch in der Literatur, es ist du eine Sache in der Literatur.
Ja, du sagst. Ja.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a novel called Tar Beach that had a
Right.
couple of Yiddish phrases in it that I did some of the editing on.
That's
Yeah.
right, Tar Beach, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone wants to add, tell a story before we continue with Bashevi Zinger? I see that. Okay. So let's go back to Bashevi Zinger. And okay, and we were, I think, the beginning of page 4, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first paragraph of page 4.
Mhm.
So let's see, Arlene, would you like to read?
Okay, Zitzel kommt.
No, Hob ihr als der Zeit. That's where we stopped last
Oh,
time.
okay, entschuldig mir. Okay. Kober als der Zeit gonisch gelenkt.
Looks very nice.
Sag mir dem Emes, sag ich, bist du auf der Wahl a Basula und ist Taka der Jung
Yechiel Mazik.
Mazik, dein Brüder,
So just a moment, Arlene, before you are translating it, just a quick recap. We are talking about a guy that everyone tries to fool him or do a joke about him or just take him in. And now I don't know, in the town they decided that he should marry, and he's meeting here his future bride. And everyone says that she's a whore, and he's now talking to her. So, okay, so if you can start translating now.
Okay, as I've already told you, nothing gelenkt, was is gelenkt?
Gelekend?
Gelekend.
Died.
Oh, nothing died. Okay. Tell me the truth, I said. Bist du auf der Wahl? Was is Wahl?
Really?
Really,
Oh,
truthfully.
okay. Have you really do you really have a virgin and is really the young Mazik Yechol your brother?
Okay, are you really a virgin? He's asking her if she is really a virgin. Raphael, yes?
Yeah, galakant is to deny.
To deny.
So I told her everything. I denied nothing.
Nothing. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's asking her if she's really a virgin because everyone says that she's a whore. Okay, go on, mach nicht.
Mach nicht euch mir kein Rosek, sag ich, weil Quinn just so mach nicht euch. It doesn't matter to me any, what is Rosek? Rosek?
No, don't poke fun at me. Don't make me a laughing stock. Something like this.
Okay. I said because I'm an orphan. No.
Yeah, noch another sentence.
Okay. Kevin Yesuma and 40 und wer macht euch der Rosek, dem soll man anders a Rosek off their nose. So let's see here. So okay, I'm also an orphan. She answers. And I already forgot what bear. Oh, really? It was bear really? Let's see. Don't make the, what was it again? I already forgot.
To make fun of.
Oh yeah, don't make fun of her. You must anwachsen. Was ist das? Auf der nose.
To grow.
Oh, so don't grow the nose like Pinocchio, telling a lie, that kind of.
I really don't know I have here the translation in front of me, and she says that what is it? And whoever tries to twist you up, made the end of his nose take a twist.
Oh, okay.
Does this sound any?
Well, to me, unboxing off their nose, well, again, to me, it sounds like it's reminiscent of Pinocchio growing to grow your nose, that concept would tell a lie. I don't know.
Yeah, the problem is if in Eastern Europe at that time they knew who Pinocchio was.
Yeah, well, maybe Pinocchio took it from the Yiddish,
Okay, thank you, Arlene. Guys,
okay. The word is chayzik, right?
To make
the
fun.
word.
To make fun.
Yes.
I think. So, guys, the story is not an easy one to read. And so we know that, we are not that good at reading that, but little by little, we will get to it, especially since we have the translation. So just we have to be patient with ourselves. Rochale? I see that Brenda, but before you start, Brenda, yes? Brenda, you're muted.
Okay, I looked up chayzik, and it's mockery or ridicule or travesty, to make fun of someone.
To make fun of someone.
Or to look ridiculous. And I think that's what it means here. Wouldn't you say that, Raphael? To look ridiculous.
Yeah, ausmachen chayzik is to mock.
Or a simpleton. Be also a simpleton. Okay.
Now, why does it matter that they are orphans? They are grown-up people. Why?
Oh, people have pity on Simon.
Okay.
They had to be treated better, even though they were grown.
In Motel, I'm sorry, children. In Motel Pesach, the chazans is the same thing.
Right.
Motel is an orphan, and they make a big deal in the story that he is an orphan and he needs to be treated differently and better because he's an orphan.
Yeah, in the story he says, "Hooray, I'm an orphan" or something.
Yeah.
Okay, Rochelle,
very
Rochelle.
good.
Isn't it a tradition that when two orphans marry, they marry off in base oilem in the cemetery?
Oh, that's something else. That's a schwarze Chasene, and we will get to it right away because there is here a reference to a schwarze Chasene. So we will get to deal with it as well.
Okay.
Okay, Rochale, go on.
Okay. Nor soll ich mein Kehillas Koidisch du, Kehillas Koidisch le Kahal, nicht meinen, als me kon in mir hoben Sganar. So the distinguished community not think that it's possible to make fool from us. I'm not 100%.
Das Genar, nar.
No, yeah, that's why I'm saying fool or stupid.
Yeah, the get prefix means collection of often. So it should have the ability to fool me.
Yeah. Ich will, sagt sie, 50 Gulden Naden und Eusteier. I want, she says, 50 Gulden Nedunia and I'm not sure what it is, an Oishtayer.
It says a collection.
A what?
A collection.
Okay.
Probably that the city people, the town city will collect money or something for them.
I thought it meant support. Oishtaya doesn't mean to support them.
I don't know. I'm not sure what.
Here it's trousseau.
Trousseau. Okay. All right. So that makes sense.
Nicht können sie mir kuscheln, in wie heißt man es, das Gerät gemeine Red, sag ich, naden geht doch die Kalle nicht erhassen. So if not, you can kiss me, you know.
You know where.
You know where.
It's called, she talked in a simple, like a prostate talk. I'm saying the naden, the bride is giving, הרי הכלה נותנת את הנדן.
Yeah, the kala get the naden.
Yeah, but how do you say הרי?
Oh, הרי, I don't know.
רפואל, kannst du mir helfen?
Ich habe nicht gehört die Frage.
נדן גיט תוך דיקלה. עברית זאת בין הרי הכלה היא זאת שנותנת את הנדודה.
I think it's דוח, the דוח here, the דוח.
Yeah.
נדן גיט תוך דיקלה, nicht erhassen. So it's very well known that the bride is giving the naden, not the groom.
Yeah. Rochale, just ein Moment. Gemeindereid is not nice words. It's kind of proste Werte.
Yeah, that's what
not
I said.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, ugly.
Ugly, yeah. She means, I don't know, milim gasot, no. How do you say it?
Vile, I think. Gemein would translate better as vile.
Vile.
Or vulgar.
Yeah.
Vulgar.
Vulgar or
In
vile.
Israel
vulgar,
זה שפה וולגרית כמו בשוק,
Yeah,
you know,
vulgar,
in
yeah.
the shuk, you know, in market.
Yeah.
Zogzi, she says, ding dich nicht mit mir, don't mess around with me, I think. Yo, nein, geh von wannen bis gekommen. Go from where you came. Hab schon gemeint, als es von dem Tag kein Bräut nicht sein, aber es ist nicht so kein Urem Kahal. So I thought that from this dough, bread will not become, but will not be, but there is no, I guess, poor audience.
The translation says that the Steifel people were not poor, so they made the collection.
Yeah. Man hat ihr alles durchgegeben und man hat gemacht a Chassene. So she got everything and they made a wedding. Es ist Gott gewesen ein Untergang von Laxirechts?
Laxirechts. The translation says dysentery.
Huh?
The translation says dysentery.
Given what?
Dysentery.
Und die Gruppe hat man gestellt auf dem Beisäulen neben Tahara Stibel. So really it was an Untergang von dysentery.
There was an outbreak of dysentery.
It was an outbreak of dysentery, and the wedding, the chuppah, was put in the cemetery near the purity house.
Yeah, where they do
where they wash the body. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Rochale. And Rochelle, here we have what we said, the Schwarze Chassene. Susan, if you are with us, can you say a poor Wörter wegen Schwarze Chassene? You're muted, Susan.
Oh, my mama hat mir erzählt, wie Kind war in Polen, hat sie gesehen a schwarze Chassene. There was a couple, the groom maybe was retarded and the bride had some kind of also defect, and the community, they would neither of them have been able to have the wherewithal to get married. So the community got together and paid for the wedding, and the wedding was on the cemetery. And I think what my mother saw, that was the time of the Spanish flu. It was about, time of World War I. But that was one way of getting the community to make a wedding for poor people or people with defects.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else want to say anything about the Schwarze Chassene?
We read a story. We read a story about it.
Yes,
we
we
read a
did.
story. But they
Yeah.
used to go to the cemetery because if there was an outbreak of something, I don't know for why they went to the cemetery. And if it was orphans, that's what they did. But we did read a story in our class about it.
Yes, yes. It was believed that during an epidemic, if you marry two orphans at the cemetery, then the epidemic will go away, will vanish. And so there were a lot of, I'm not sure about a lot, but there are evidences and reports in newspapers about marriages in a cemetery that were done when there was like a cholera outbreak or something
Yes.
like this. Yeah. Okay, Steve.
Ja, es ist doch ein Film wegen schwarze Wedding, a Cholera Wedding, Chassene, was heißt The Light Ahead. There's a film. It's very good, and it's about a couple that gets married to try and stop the cholera outbreak. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the name of the movie?
It's called The Light Ahead. It's in Yiddish.
The Light Ahead.
Or Fischke de Krumme.
Yeah, David Opatashu is in it.
Okay, yeah. Brenda, yeah?
Oh, I'm sorry, the hand is still up.
Okay.
It was here.
Okay, Rochale?
I just wanted to, I think that during the pandemic, there was a Schwarze Chassene in Israel. Am I
Really? Yes.
Right?
Yes. We saw the picture.
You remember that? Thank you.
We brought a picture. That's what it is. We brought a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Myra?
I'm wondering if I'm the only one that sees the irony in this, that, Jewish communities were so poor, they had to be so economical that they're making use of two, poor people getting married to do something for the community, like, okay, we're having a problem here. Let's get these two married so we can make, get something good from it. It's delightfully comical, as sad as it is.
Okay, Rafael?
I think it might be a slight misprint. It should be, I think, Laxierrechts, not Lakisrechts. So Laxieren is like to relax. So Laxierrechts is diarrhea or a dysentery. Laxierrechts.
Yeah. Okay, so, but I mean, they were doing a Schwarze Chassene for all kinds of epidemics that, especially there was cholera, so at the time.
There was a lot of, there was a lot of superstition in these villages and these Städtlech and in the cities. I mean, so much, if you read Wexler's books, he explains a lot of these superstitions.
Michael Wex.
Michael Wex, thank you. Michael Wex. My memory needs refreshing.
Yeah, together we are reaching the right name. So I see Myrev and Rafael. Myrev?
I think there was a lot of superstition in all over the small towns in Europe. I mean, you hear what they did during the Black Plague and all that. All kinds of crazy things that people did.
Well,
And you see how they emerged today with the pandemic, all kind of things that people said and did around the world.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Rochelle, die Chevre Light. Hier.
Okay, die Chevre Light haben sich ungestucht. I don't know what that means. The people.
Ungeschickert.
Oh, ungeschickert. Okay, so they all got drunk. Beim Schreiben die Ketube, Herr ich wie der
Dayan
fragt. What's Dayan?
Dayan is a religious, he has a religious function.
Okay, so
what does it do exactly? I'm not sure. My religion is not very good. So.
Okay, so the Dayan, whoever he is, when he was writing the marriage contract, asked, "Is the kala Gusha? Gusha is virgin?
No, it's a divorcee.
Oh, a divorcee, or there an almone, or a widow. Is she a divorcee or a widow? Beide entfert die
Gabaite.
Gebaite. I don't know.
Gabaite. There is a gabai, and that's a women gabai. So the gabaite.
A Dayan is a rabbinical judge.
Okay, what is a gabaite?
What does a gabai do?
The gabai's wife.
I'm sorry, I didn't get it.
The rabbi's wife.
Oh, the rabbi's
Yes.
wife. All right.
The wife of the gabbai.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we want to know exactly what the gabai is doing.
Okay.
גבאי גובה את הכספים, the גבאי nehmt the geld.
nehmt the geld, okay.
Erweckt auf Menschen, als mit darf sie speziell viele mit so einem Farshevies, geht und klappt in the Fenster, so sorry.
So, Ella is the secretary from the community? From the
manager of the synagogue.
Okay.
I thought that the gabbai, when you read Torah, the gabbai corrects the mistake.
Yeah, but he will also go around and remind you that you're next to read. He's picking up the people who are going to read from the Torah. He helps
with the service.
He's the organizer. He does.
Yeah,
he
with the
makes it happen.
service.
He's the operator.
Yeah. It's called a sexton in English. Sexton.
Yeah, okay. Es ist mir geworden finster in die Augen. My eye, it's idiomatic.
It's gonna pass out.
I was gonna pass out. Okay, my eyes became dark. Aber was hab ich gekannt, but what could I do? Antläufen von unter der Chuppe, a run away from the Chuppe.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Rochelle.
Thank you.
Rafael, please.
Man hat abgespielt und abgetanzt. So they finished dancing, playing and dancing. That's the klezmorim, I assume, and the community. A Baba hat mir a Kegen getanzt mit der Keulich. A granny danced in my presence with a braided bread. This was a custom. The braided bread in her arms is like a baby, and so this is meant as a segula, as a charm, so that the new couple is likely to have a baby. Der Batchen hat gemacht an El Rachamim. The wedding jester, he recited the El Rachamim, which is usually recited for someone who's dead. Now, the wedding jester can do whatever he wants, I guess. So these are kind of jokes, really jokes against him, that he should have a baby and that he's as if he were dead. Cheder Yinglich haben geworfen Stechelkes, and lads of the Cheder age, they threw now a Stechelke. Is that dice? I'm not sure what it is in this context.
No, it's a sticker. It's a burr, the kind burr you take it off the plants. And on Tisha B'Av, the kids used to throw those at one another.
What is a bird?
Take the burrs.
Brambles or
It's a bramble from a plant
okay.
that they have. They have them in New York.
It's a seed pod that has sharp little stickers coming out
on
of
it, and when you walk through the woods, they stick all over your clothes.
Rochale, you remember this in Israel?
What? Which
when
one?
they threw these things that stuck you to your clothes?
Of course.
Yes, this is what it is.
There is also a light blue flower that we used to put on the shirt and it would stick, or on the hair. I see it in America. I saw it in Florida, actually.
Yeah, it's a thistle or an artichoke.
Okay, before it's gone.
But what then is the context? Throwing stechelkas, is this something one does on Tisha B'Av, or is that just playing around?
Probably they do it on Tisha B'Av, but
all right.
Where is Morty today that we need him?
Stechelkas is thorns. It's like small thorns. This is what.
Yeah, probably.
You call them burrs.
Oh, it says V'Tisha.
B-U-R-R.
V'Tisha B'Av, yeah, it says V'Tisha B'Av.
On Tisha B'Av. Says gefallen aside.
Right.
And a lot of drosha money fell. Now, drosha geshank, the idea here is that the chosen gives a bit of a talk, a drosha, and then the community gives him gift right after that. So a lot of the drosha gifts came out. A lakshan board, that's a board for making a multer. A multer is like a trough, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, a baby trough, a shop. I'm just looking these things up as I go here.
What's a multer? It's like a tochen?
Yeah, a shop is a dish bucket. A multer is.
This is like in Fiddler on the Roof, where they went through the list of presents that the bride and groom were getting, a kneading trough, etc.
A kneading trough, yeah. This is for making bread. And remember, he's a baker. And so it was kind of interesting. Earlier on, he said, this is not a bread that's going to rise.
Yes.
He uses baking imagery. Okay, so a shaf then is a dish pail. Bezemer, these are brooms. Kochleffel, cooking spoons. A ganze Balhabatishkeit, everything you need to run a household.
So what's a shaf? I didn't understand.
What? Which?
A shaf.
A shaf is a dish bowl, a bowl in which you wash dishes, a dish bucket.
Ah, okay.
Paila.
In multer is a grinder?
No, a bowl is a wooden thing on which you shape dough when you're making bread. It's for kneading in the dough.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Ich tue a cook. I look. Zwei Jungen tragen two youngsters are carrying a cradle. Was etwas a Weg? Why in the world a cradle? Frage ich, I ask. Sagt man mir, they tell me. Soll dir der Kopf nicht darin. It doesn't have to bother you. Literally, your head doesn't have to get thin. Es ist recht, it's okay. Es ist zunutz kommen. It will come, it will be
useful.
Ich hab schon gesehen, also hat mich geführt in Borderein. I already could see that they were carrying me astray. Literally, they were leading me into the bathhouse. Aber zurückgeschmust, but on the other hand, was hab ich da verloren? What have I actually lost? Ich hab mir geklärt. I thought to myself, ich will abwarten und sehen, Grete. I'll wait and I'll see. Now, das Grete, that which is prepared, I'll see what comes up.
See what's coming. See what's up ahead.
There's some kind of a background noise. I don't know from where. It's very hard to hear what people say.
I don't know.
Okay.
Is my voice soft?
Maybe
yes, your voice is
your microphone is breaking up.
I'll make it a bit better.
Yes.
All right, I can also switch mics if
No,
necessary.
no, now it's good.
Okay. Good. Okay. A ganze Stadt is doch nicht meshuga. It can't be that the entire city has gone crazy.
Okay. Thank you, Rafael. Beverly, you want to continue?
But wasn't it the town is not crazy or has gone crazy with right before?
He's asking, the whole town did not go crazy.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But now,
Can't go. He's saying
Yeah, can't go.
it can't be that the whole town is nuts. There must be
Crazy.
something to find out here or to wait for or whatever.
Yes.
bei Nacht bin ich gekommen zum Weibsgelege. By night, I came to my wife's bed.
Mhm.
Aber sie lässt mich nicht da rein, but she doesn't let me come in. Steitz, sag ich. I don't know how you do Steitz.
It's written.
Oh, it's written, sag ich.
No. Steitch, how could this be? Was is the Steitch? How could this be?
How could this be, I say? Der Reif haben mir Chassel gehabt. After all, we just got married. Sagt sie, she says, ich bin treif geworden. I became not kosher.
Got her period.
She got her period.
I'm not kosher. Es heißt Tana ich. I don't know what Tana.
I argue.
Oh, I argue to her. Me hat doch erst Nächten dir geführt mit Klezmoren in Mikve rein. Yeah, I figured that because they check. We just took you yesterday to the mikveh with the klezmer people. So how could you sagt sie? Heint is nicht Nächten und Nächten is nicht heint. Today is not yesterday and yesterday is not today. Ob sie gefällt dich nicht, nimm Speckle Bakitzer. If you don't like it, take your little peckle shortly, I would think.
No, Bekitzer, hab gewalt.
So I waited. Es geht nicht weg. 4 Chadoshim und meine nimmt gehen zu Kind. It doesn't take 4 months and my wife is already pregnant.
No, gehen zu Kind is giving birth.
Giving birth.
Oh, giving birth. Oh, wow.
It was quick.
Oh, wow.
Is
Gans from
ready,
Paul. That's
is ready to give birth.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Gans from Paul. I think that's the name of the town.
Yes.
The whole town of Frampol hat gelacht in die Poisten Arein. The whole town was laughing. What's Freisten? What's that word?
Poisten.
What is that?
Fists behind their hands.
Oh, they had fists. They had their fists.
I do not understand the idiom. It's an idiom. Gelacht in the Fäusten.
They hid that they were laughing with their hands.
Behind
They're
their
laughing behind their
like
backs.
Okay.
Aber was habe ich getan? What can I have done? That's what he keeps saying. Sie ist fortgelegen in Yisraelim. She was, after all, lying in, what's Yisraelim?
It's pain.
Oh, pain. Oh. Sie hat gerissen die Wand. She was tearing the walls. Gimpel schreit sie. She's yelling at her husband, Gimpel. Ich bin vorbei. I don't know what the...
I'm dying. I'm going.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I don't know how to translate Michael.
Sei mir Meuchel, forgive me.
Forgive me. Die Stube is given full mit Weiber. The house was full of women. Man hat gekocht Hepwasser. They were cooking, they were boiling the water for the delivery. Wie zu Tahara, like she was dying, right?
Like for washing the dead.
Yeah, like washing the dead. Die Gewalden sind gegangen zum Himmel. The Gewalt, cries, shrieks. was going to the hip, to the
Heaven.
sky.
Okay, Beverly,
You know,
thank
it's
you.
hard. It's hard
Yeah.
reading.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah, it
good.
is. Thank you,
But it's good.
Beverly. David Katz, bist du? David, hat gesehen früher.
Ja, ich habe nur was
Aklal.
Dank, vergott mir, Haklau. Haklau, ich bin weg in Beis Midrash, Zogan Tehillim. I guess in general, I went to the study house to say Psalms. Wir haben die Voile Jungen nicht gedarft. Mehr haben I guess the good for nothing young men we didn't need. Ich bin gestanden in gebeten Gott und sie haben auf mir geschockelt mit die Kep. I was standing in a corner and praying, gebeten Gott, and they shook me by the head.
No,
they were nodding. They were nodding with the.
Geschockelt mit der Kep. Yeah, they were nodding. Yeah, so.
Not so much nodding is like shaking their heads, going like tisk tisk, you know, like.
Yeah, probably.
Haben sie mir untergegeben, Heshek, und sagen, wird man nicht trocken. Say, so they they gave me some encouragement, some Heshek, from saying, wird man nicht trocken. I said, yeah, I need help. How do you translate that? Hebrews, that's wird man nicht.
You don't get pregnant. You don't get pregnant by just talking about it.
Zogan is reciting.
Zogan
is reciting the Psalms.
Yeah, so just by reciting Psalms, that's not how one gets pregnant. Einer Schneck hat mir gelacht, Streuwisch zum Moil. A Schneck, a snail?
That is a snail, but here is.
He
a straw.
Streuwisch zum Moil.
One of the congregation put a straw into my mouth.
Yeah, but you see, schneck is a snail.
Yeah.
And the translation, the English translation is one of the congregations, so.
Oh, I guess a euphemism for someone, a Mitglied.
Yeah.
A Behemoth darf Essen streuen. A cow.
Okay, entschuldigt mir, ich sehe in Zanin, es ist geschrieben, Take a snail, oder auch ein junger Mann, Aaron.
A schneck.
Okay.
A boiler.
Okay.
Good. A behemoth darf essen streuen. A cow needs to eat straw. Ich lebe, please correct gewinn euch. I live and I'm alive and he's right also.
I think we should stop here. I think we should stop here. Sie ist zu Masel gelegen, yeah? Okay, I'm marking it. And we will continue it next week. Rafael, okay. Rafael, yeah, I see that you raised your hand.
Just a few things. A Streuwisch is a straw whisk. And so the lad, the scoundrel, put a straw whisk at my mouth. And he says, a cow should be eating straw. In other words, he's saying you're just like a cow. And it means as I live. He was also correct. So as I live.
Okay, so let's stop here and we can just continue discussing it right now. If anyone has to say anything or about the story. We know it's not an easy story to read, so we will. But
I just want to say, I mean, the reason it's hard is it's full of these really rich idioms that the way people talked, you know, which we don't have in our language anymore, but it's so, such rich literature, you know.
Okay, I'm glad that I didn't do a faux pas by bringing it because I really love Bashev Zinger and I love this story, but I see that it's not easy. Okay, Barbara.
I just
Rochelle,
want
in
to
a
comment.
moment.
I just wanted to comment that the couple of sentences I just think are the most insulting that we've heard so far. This is just like somebody is hitting this guy over the head continuously, is pounding him into the ground with all this animalistic coarseness. I mean, this is just animal-like behavior. And I personally find it very touching. You know, it's heart-rending to me.
It is.
So that's what my comment was on that.
It is. We cannot see you, Barbara.
I don't know why. I was visible at the beginning. I have no idea what happened. I'm sorry.
Okay, Rochelle.
This is a bowl for making bread. It's actually an old hand carved bowl. It's got, I don't know why it's got these finger things, but that's what they're talking about, I believe.
Okay.
That's great. Hey.
Okay, Maurice.
I mean, I think Zinger must have thought this was funny, but I find it painful to read.
Yeah.
It's just unremitting. It's like Bunch of Schweig again and again and again.
And again.
There's no, it's just, it's cruel. I mean, I don't know how it's going to end.
Job.
Zinger must have thought it was funny, but it's painful.
I don't think Bashevis Zinger thought it's funny. I thought he thought he wanted us to feel exactly this heart-wrenching about this guy.
And how mean they were. They were mean. They used to insult my family. Everybody insulted each other. Nobody cared, but it was mean.
But this
and
is
if you
mean.
had a defect, oh my God, whatever we call a defect. Oh, it was a terrible thing.
Just before I give Rochelle, I was, you know, looking at the internet about this story. And it turns out that schools in the United States are teaching the story in the English translation, of course. And I was just looking for maybe a scholarly article about Vinkl time, so I can get more into the story. But you find in the internet a lot of like school works with the theme, who is the fool? So that's a very interesting theme, I think. Who here is the fool? Is it Vinkl Tam, or is it all the people that are poking fun at him? And you can buy those your school works from the internet. You know, there is a lot of them registered, and you can just go into and just buy it, and you know, do paste and get a grade probably. I don't know, but it's interesting that they are teaching it in schools.
There's also a lot of curriculum now on bullying, and I think this would fit.
This fits very good. Yeah, this fits very
would
well.
fit right into, you know, in bullying, and you know, a good literary work on that.
Yeah. Okay, Rochelle, you.
I agree. I mean, it's full mitzaft. It's juicy. But I have a question. I think I remember my father didn't say gabai, he said agabe. Anybody remembers that? Like in Yiddish, he would say the gabe. Chazan mi the gabe, not gabai. Gabai is Hebrew.
Gabai is Hebrew. I have no idea because my father never spoke this language, so I really don't know.
I remember.
No, he
gabe.
spoke Yiddish.
That's how he pronounced it.
He spoke Yiddish, he just didn't speak religion, so.
Wir haben gesagt Shamas.
A Shamas, yes.
Or the agabe. That's how I remember it. That's why I thought I'd bring it up.
Interesting what David Katz, you can tell him what you just wrote.
Well, yeah, the Yiddish Book Center has a whole curriculum on Vinkl Tam. If you want to Just go read it. Yeah, it's all right, really nice
Oh,
stuff.
really? At the
Yeah,
Yiddish
it's right
Book
there in the
Center?
link. Mhm.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you. Good.
And,
That's a very good, yeah, place to start. Yeah.
I thought Gabai was just the modern Sephardic pronunciation. I just assumed. I don't know.
It's Hebrew, it's not Sephardic, the Ivrit.
Yiddish speakers. I just assumed that was the distinction. I don't know.